Hi, I'm Mike Evans. We're here at CivNXQ with Brisbane Screening. We've got Alison and Aaron. Aaron, what is it that we're doing here?
Okay, what we're doing at the moment, we're on the Acciona-Bruce Highway Palmerston Road interchange. So what we're looking at is the existing site soil and bringing that up to a standard which can be reused on this project. Okay, so what we have is we have the existing soil full of contaminants, dry, dusty, doesn't have the properties that's required by the main roads spec for the material required here. So the soil testing has come back to show that the material is suitable for reuse if it's ameliorated in the right fashion. So typically what we would do is we would import a source of organics, which is typically required on this project. On this particular project, they had enough existing decomposed vegetation that we could screen and reuse that material as well.
So Alison, explain to us what Brisbane Screening is actually doing here.
Sure. We're working on Acciona's Bruce Highway Palmerston Road interchange project. We're recycling their topsoil so that they don't have to cart away their waste product and import topsoil. So this is our mobile trommel screening plant. It's a bit different to a traditional screening plant, a flat deck screen, which would be basically a square grid that moves from side to side. This is a big rotating cylinder, so it tumbles everything around and it mixes the product as we're screening. So we can add the ameliorants or mix-ins to improve the soil to the MRTS 16B main road specification at the time that we're doing the screening.
So when you think about it, who's the major client that benefits from this sort of thing?
We do a lot of main roads, highway jobs. We also do a lot of work with councils, waste management facilities, reducing the amount of waste that they have by recycling soil, recycling mulch into organics. We also do waste reduction type jobs where we're dealing with contaminated soils, soils with asbestos, soils with acid sulphate soils, other C and D rubble mixed in with the soil, and we can separate that out from the soil so that they can reuse it rather than paying to dispose of it.
So all the projects you do are actually on site?
Yes, they are. So this is a mobile screening plant. It's road registered. I believe it's the first and only road registered trommel screen of its size in Australia. So we're able to take that to job sites anywhere within 4 to 5 hours of Brisbane and operate on their site, which reduces their cartage fees. They're not paying to cart away waste and then paying to bring back imported products. We're right there on the site making the product for them.
So here at the CivNX, they've actually won the best green site. What does that really mean?
Okay, in terms of green, I mean green means green to different things. To me, it's more about sustainability, a carbon conscious approach, recycle, reuse. Here on this particular job, they could have simply imported, exported. All of this material would have had to be trucked out at great expense to the project, great expense to the environment. By doing this way, waste reduction is probably down to 10%, give or take, maybe even less. So they've saved the client well over $500,000 in doing it. They've taken an incredible amount of trucks off the road. And that means that the product that they've actually been able to achieve on site is probably better than what they would have been able to purchase from the outside world. And it's green. You know, what material was born on this site will go back into the site. It doesn't get better.
So it's actually a very green approach, and cost effective from what you said.
Absolutely.
Way better than cost effective.
Well, that's right. And the soil going back into the same area obviously has the biodiversity and the native natural seed that will come back through in time and revegetation and whatnot as well. So it's very green.
Right, now you mentioned this is actually good for the environment, but is also a more cost-effective program. How's that work?
It is. Basically, we're dealing with materials that are here on site that would actually be considered waste. So rather than paying to cart them away, people are recycling them and turning them into a usable product, which means they're also not paying for an imported product as well. So by recycling on site, they're saving themselves money, but they're also doing the right thing for the environment. So it is an unusual combination where the right thing for the environment is also the most cost-effective thing for the project.
So what sort of sites can you work on and can't work on?
Yep. We operate under an ERA 33 permit, an environmental permit, which actually allows us to operate on any site in Queensland. So we're a bit unusual. We use the latest in mobile screening technology from Germany. It's used to operating in metropolitan areas. We've done jobs between 2 catering companies next to the Broadwater. We are unusual in that our screening plant doesn't create the dust that a lot of other screening plants would do.
So Alison, what's the best way for someone to get in contact who's interested?
Ideally, we'd love them to get in touch early. Don't call us once you've got the pile of dirt. Call us before you make your pile of dirt, because we can help you with the planning of the project to make sure you get the most cost-effective outcome. Give us a call or visit our website, www.brisbanescreening.com.au.
We've been with Brisbane Screening, Alison and Aaron. Look them up.